Johnny Murtagh and Aidan O'Brien looking to land the prize once again. Let's join Desi for the Irish 2000.
They're off. And Encompassing came away smartly in the centre. Fencing Master is prominent. Curragh right up in the centre of the track. Oasis Dancer tracks on the inside with Viscount Nelson. And then Purple Heart trying to get towards the leaders on the outside. So they settle down now as they begin to race towards the elbow. And in the centre of the track, Encompassing leads. Oasis Dancer on the inside. Curragh and Fencing Master next. Purple Heart on the outside of Extension. They're being followed by Viscount Nelson. But the leader is Encompassing, followed by Oasis Dancer, the grey on the left, the green jacket of Curragh in the centre. Purple Heart being pushed up on the outside of Extension. Tracking them is Fencing Master, Sebastian Flight and Viscount Nelson, Canford Cliffs and Null Wallop, and then comes behind these leaders Steinbeck with Dynasty and Free Judgment, but out in front as they race on now outside the 3 mark. Encompassing is out clear, being followed by Oasis Dancer, Curragh. Then comes Extension over on the far side, Fencing Master. Canford Cliffs just in behind them with Sebastian Flight and Viscount Nelson. And now Extension comes to challenge Oasis Dancer. Curragh is next. Viscount Nelson is staying on. Canford Cliffs is coming there now in the centre of the track. Free Judgment putting in a late bid. Over on the far side now, it's Extension with Canford Cliffs and Richard Hughes coming right through. And Canford Cliffs has burst away from them as they race up towards the finish. It's a tremendous performance for Canford Cliffs. It's classic victory for Richard Hughes and Richard Hannon. Free Judgment, huge run second. Then came Viscount Nelson, Steinbeck and Extension.
He was backed as if defeat was not an option, and Canford Cliffs has produced an explosive performance here to land the Abu Dhabi Irish 2000 Guineas. And I think that's the last time we'll hear anyone questioning whether a mile is suitable for this horse, Kevin. He has absolutely annihilated him.
Judging on that, he'll get further as well. So anybody who ever says the Canford Cliffs, the trip is a doubt about him, wants to be taken out now and shot, I think.
It was just a question of how much he was going to find when he was let down, because he did everything so effortlessly through the race, and he has really quickened up when Richard has asked him to go about the job. Entering the final furlong, Free Judgment has run a good race in second, but basically there was no second here. This horse was in a different league to them. He's confirmed that Newmarket superiority with Extension and Fencing Master and left them trailing in his wake. Richard just had him nicely settled in mid-division, and he's bided his time, eased him towards the outside, and we saw it at Royal Ascot last year. We've seen it in a big way again here today. He has an explosive turn of foot, this horse.
Without a shadow of a doubt, you know, and he had a great temperament there, even beforehand. Down at the start, and now he was a little bit sluggish going into the stalls. As soon as he's broken out, Richard has brought him back just to get him in behind the horses, give him every chance to get it. He was always travelling real well. He's pulled him out, changed his hands, fresh hold of him, and he was gone. He put 2 or 3 lengths between him in a matter of a couple of strides between him and the rest of them. Very, very good horse. Great for Richard Hannon too. Unbelievable trainer, year in, year out. Trains so many winners. 3rd time he's won an Irish 2000 Guineas. He won it with Don't Forget Me in 87, Tyrrell back in 1990, wins it again with Canford Cliffs. Very, very good horse.
I think visually that's an impressive performance that I've seen in the Irish 2000 for a while.
I couldn't agree more with you. Couldn't agree more with you. They went a right good gallop, as we always said they were going to. Encompassing has gone lickety-split from word go. They were always going to make it a good test, obviously, for the likes of Fencing Master and that, who wants, obviously, further. But he was never going to win today, so, you know, they've gone a good gallop. The best horses won. Viscount Nelson's ran an absolute corker, finished 3rd. He was the best of Aidan's home. And, of course, that man again, Jim Bulger, Free Judgment, finishes 2nd in the Guineas.
Yeah, several high-profile disappointments, obviously. Steinbeck was one of them. The market was negative about him before. And Noel Wallop never threatened at all. He was disappointing too. And Curragh, another one that failed to get in a blow at the business end. But a special moment for Richard Hughes. Back here on home soil. Most of his family are here today. Desi we saw in the preliminaries there as well. And he'll get a huge
Richard's home place,
kick out of
only a
this.
mile and a half down the road from here. Over the bridge past the mile gate.
I think the crowd really recognise that they've seen something special here today. And
by a right good sire as well, Tegula stands down there in Rathbarry, year in, year out. Tegula gets plenty and plenty of winners, you know,
right.
And that's great to see. This horse didn't cost a whole pile of money as yearling sells. This is all about fantastic. Great for Peter Doyle and Ross Doyle too. They buy all the yearlings for for Richard Hannon.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens if this fella does indeed get a rematch with McPhee, whether it be at Royal Ascot or elsewhere. He doesn't look to me like he's taking too much out of himself today, and
you could drop this lad back for a Jersey Stakes or something like that, couldn't you?
he really does have a lot of speed, and I think if the bookmakers were to price up the Royal Ascot race or the rematch, I think there's plenty of people would be backing this fella to turn it round with McPhee next time. Anyway, that's all in the future. In the here and now, we've seen a brilliant performance from Canford Cliffs to win the big one. We'll tidy up the starting prices after this short break.